Let me put my game away.
Nobody wants Raticate.
I mean, Raticate is good, but then he wouldn't be Joey anymore.
I always wanted Raticate. I wanted Hyper.
Hyperfang is pretty good.
Okay, guys. So last we left off, we started. You guys had just entered the Citadel. You had fought a group of skeletons and a giant rat outside. Zill is just not having a good couple days.
Nope.
Not at all.
Oh, yeah.
Zill is... her clothes are a little holier than she's used to.
Haha.
Ha ha. Holy mackerel. Nope, holy Zilly.
Okay, so we left off. You guys had just leveled up and just finished the combat with the skeletons. You guys had, according to the notes here, there was 31 silver and 22 gold and the 3 magical arrows of unknown ability that had been raided from the skeleton corpses. You guys can divide that up how you see fit, and I believe you guys had said you wanted to take a short rest, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I'm taking a little more of the loot, so if you guys want a little bit more of the money, I'm fine with that.
I took all the money and held on to it. I thought I was going to be the party.
Okay. I have no problem with that.
I remember the arrows put a D on.
Yeah.
Yeah? I was going to hold party.
And I took a bow as well. And a quiver, obviously.
Okay. So...
That's fine.
Oh, look, Pokemon.
Oh, that Pokemon.
Okay.
All of my shinies tend to be green, except my last one.
That's fine. Okay, so why don't we have you guys take your short rest?
Yay!
Heal any that you want. You guys can spend hit dice to heal.
Can I just not have to roll mine because I only need 1 hit point. So I'm going to heal my 1 hit point and mark my die.
You have a +2 con, so you're going to heal full no matter what. So just mark that you've used a die. And, oh yeah, Dion's the same. So you need 3 points, so as long as you roll a 1, which is, you can roll, so.
I don't think you can roll less than...
Yeah, I don't think you can either.
Pretty sure.
Well, you can if you have a negative con, but you guys both have plus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, short rest has been taken.
Yep.
Hit points are back up.
Where the heck are my hit dice, actually?
Many uses of prestidigitation to clean herself off again because she's a little OCD about that.
Okay. Just need to remember that. Okay, cool. Okay. And then you guys are good to go. Wherever you guys would like.
Can you go over the details of...
Oh, yes. You guys are back into the circular room where you first entered. There's the door to... basically behind you, the way you came in, that is to the east. To the northwest, there is a door. And to the southwest, there's a door.
And this is the room that had the writing on the wall, right?
Yes. Asherdalin,
right.
The dragon, the name of the dragon that Dion knew.
Yeah, I knew the dragon. We were like best friends.
Yes. Yeah, you knew about the dragon. So, what would you guys like to do?
I would like to cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay.
Just
preemptively.
To start with. Yeah. I have an AC of 15 now, guys. Woohoo!
Ooh.
We left off, my Detect Magic was up, right?
Mm-hmm.
You had cast Detect Magic. And you noticed that the arrows were magic. Confirmed the arrows were magic.
Got it. When I look at the 2 doors in the room, the 2 other ones, that northwest and southwest, do they have any kind of markings or anything?
Nope.
Oh, Dan, did we agree that Dion doesn't know about the thing we were talking about?
We can do that if you want.
Okay.
And you just assume that the powers that you have used are based from being a paladin.
Okay. Cool.
Yep, that totally works. Okay.
So we have two choices.
2 doors. Just say north, south.
Dion, what do you think?
Yes. You still using your? Are you still detecting magic?
Yeah, I'm looking for.
Do you sense anything off the doors?
No, not at the moment.
I pray for guidance.
My history tells me a good adventurer always goes left.
There. And
Okay.
what type of history do you have, if you don't mind me asking?
I have studied monster slaying and dungeoneering.
Dion, can I ask you a question? This is something I've wondered.
You can ask me.
Something I've wondered since we started. Before you found me in the cell.
Yes.
Have you ever taken?
I'm sorry, you suddenly went silent. What was that?
Before you found me in the cell, have you ever taken a life?
Yes.
That's a surprising answer coming from someone who looks softer than you would think. It's good to know, though. I will walk away, cast Mage Hand, and open the left door.
Also, when you asked him that, his face went a little dark.
I assumed as much considering how bright of an individual he is.
You guys are silly.
So I open the southwest door with Mage Hand.
Okay. The door... It's not locked, so the door swings open.
No explosions, puffs of poison?
Nope.
Okay. And then I'm going to take the Mage Hand, I'm going to poke Zill with it.
Poke the door?
What was that?
No, poke Zill.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I figured out I could do this the other day.
Cool. Okay.
Well,
so are you going into the room?
I appreciate the joke.
I'll go first, if that's all right with you, Dion.
Sure.
Stay about 10 feet behind me in case I fall in a hole and have to fight a rat.
That would never
Careful,
happen.
they bite.
With my detect magic up, I'm going to walk slowly through the door with my shield raised and pray to the heavens I don't fall through the fucking floor. I want to be looking for traps, signs of, false bottoms on the floor.
Don't forget to look up as well.
Yeah, that too.
Okay. As you walk into this room, the masonry walls of this 20-foot wide hall are in poor repair. The far end has collapsed, filling the southern section with rubble. The western wall is much better shape than the other walls, and it holds a stone door with a rearing dragon carved in relief on it. The door has a single keyhole situated in the rearing dragon's open mouth.
And that door is the one on the west side of the room that
Yes.
I'm seeing?
Yep.
And I don't see anything magical in this room.
Sorry,
Dan.
kid.
You're good.
You've walked into the room?
I have walked into the doorway, and I'm scanning the room with...
Okay, how far does Detect Magic reach?
30 foot.
30? Okay.
Correction. It's a 30-foot radius around me, so 30 foot in every direction.
Okay. You do notice that there is an aura coming off of the dragon carved door.
And that's it.
Give me just a second. I'll tell you what kind of aura.
Room at this point.
You can use your action to see a faint aura around a visible creature or object that are in the area that bears magic, and you learn its School of Magic.
Yeah, he said he was looking.
It's abjuration.
Oh god. Zill?
Yes.
What do you know about the Abjuration School of Magic?
That's a really good question, DM. What do I know about abjuration?
Make an Arcana check.
I'm working on it. Plus, what's my Arcana? Ew. Hmm. 12.
This is for me personally.
Okay. So, abjuration is the school of magic that usually tends on creating some effect, altering something in the world to create an effect. A lot of like shields and defensive magic tends to be abjuration.
Mage armor.
Mage armor is abjuration, yes.
Okay.
Shield is abjuration, stuff like that. So it's like an effect in the world that creates it alters something or creates. It's usually a barrier of some kind or like wards or sigils.
Okay. I, of course, relay this information, and if I'm not incorrect, yeah, because I cast Major Armor on myself already. So yeah, I explained that it's that specifically the spell I recently cast is Abjuration. That it oftentimes is used as shields or warding. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I have something similar to that, so that's good to know.
Mm-hmm.
The door across the way has.
Sometimes wood's dangerous as well, so be careful.
Indeed, yes.
The door on the other side of the room has a hint of abjuration magic, so I don't know what that means.
Interesting.
I can't identify the spell or the wording on it, but I can walk up to it and see what happens.
May I take a look?
I haven't even entered the room yet, so you want to walk across that room?
Oh, you
can
haven't
go
entered the
first.
room yet? I thought you had.
No, I was in the doorway, and I was looking across it with the
Gotcha.
magical eyeballs I have right now.
Gotcha.
If you give me just a moment, I will walk across this room carefully and attempt to make sure neither one of you fall into whatever this might be. So stand back for a moment. I'm going to cast Armor of Agathis on myself.
Okay.
This is the abjuration magic I know, and that spectral frost armor.
Okay. Are the other two staying outside the door?
That's not concentration, right?
No, Armor of Agathis is just
it's
flat.
One of the reasons I love that spell. Yeah, Dion's gonna check behind him again real quick.
Okay.
And then follow through.
Okay.
Give me about 10 or 15 feet ahead of you just in case. I'm going to slowly make my way across the room while searching for traps, mechanisms, or anything that I could trip or something that could hurt my...
Okay. Make a investigation check.
Yeah. Investigation. Ooh, not bad. Ooh, crap.
You don't notice anything. You do hear a little bit of rustling on the debris at the end of the room, but other than that, it's not like there's not a lot. The room seems pretty empty. The door is the only thing that stands out.
I'm going to slowly make my way to the center of the room.
Okay.
I'll stay about 10 feet behind him.
Okay. Zill,
fall to the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Are you staying in the round room, or are you moving in?
I would move in and follow, and once we are sure that once we're sure that the room is not trapped in any way, I would want to investigate. But I'll wait until the boys give the all clear.
Okay.
All right, so I'm not falling through the floor.
Nope.
And I'm stepping exactly where he stepped, while continuously scanning. I'm watching the ceiling because I know.
Okay.
I know about ceilings.
Do you want to do an investigation of the ceiling?
Sure.
Okay.
While he's doing that, I want to walk up to within 5 foot of the door. I don't want to touch it, and I don't want to get closer than 5 feet.
Okay.
How high up is this room, by the way?
20 foot.
It's 20 feet wide. It's probably about a 10-foot ceiling.
Okay.
10, 15, 10, 15, yeah. There is no, you don't notice anything up on the ceiling. It's just,
okay.
Like, other than the cracks from where the rubble had caved in at the end of the room.
Can I just... I want to look around for like any runes or glyphs or anything like that. Specifically around the door, but in general in the room.
While she's doing that, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Sorry, what were you looking for again? I totally missed
Specifically runes or glyphs that would be in or around the door.
Okay.
Sigils too.
Okay.
Is that investigation or perception?
Make an investigation.
Ooh.
Natural 20!
Natural 20?
Yeah.
While you're looking at the door, you notice that your natural understanding of magic, you understand that this seems to be a defensive spell meant to prevent anyone from entering without a key.
Is it an arcane lock?
It is arcane.
Would my character know if it's an arcane lock with a natural 20?
Yeah, I'll say you know it's an arcane lock. You can decipher the fact that that is what the spell...
The runes would be.
The spell, yeah.
Okay. I, of course, relay that to the gang that it appears to be an arcane lock, which means this door is exceptionally going to be difficult to open.
I see. Well, shall we go a different way and circle back if we find the key?
What'd I miss?
Everything.
It's an arcane lock. The spell on this door is an arcane lock. It appears to be magically sealed. I don't think we're going to find a way through it.
I have no means of bypassing this lock.
Neither do I. Out of character, I rolled a natural 20 to investigate the door, so I found out it was an arcane lock. Woohoo!
Out of game, my corn dog's finished.
Delicious.
Okay.
So back the other way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds reasonable.
Okay, Dion will start heading that way.
Okay. So you're gonna go
Are you in the lead, Dion?
Yeah, unless you're gonna rush past me.
I mean, I'm just down for whatever. You're the leader.
I love how I can hear the air.
Dion's a very... He believes in a flat team structure. How about that?
I don't know what that means.
He does not place any of us above each other.
Oh, okay.
I'm assuming is what you meant.
Yeah, like, he's officially the leader, and when it comes down to it, he'll make the call when he needs to. But he believes that people have their own areas of expertise, and it means that basically it's not like a ladder you have to climb. It's just a group of people working together.
Gotcha.
You guys are a team, not...
Yeah.
Yes.
Dion, can I ask you something?
I mean, yes.
Would you be adverse to letting me step ahead of you regularly to walk forward? Through my
No.
missions and contracts, I've developed not a knack, but a general sense of how to find things that could be dangerous. If you'd like to step first, be my guest. I just wanted to give you the option to let me take the hit first.
I have no problem with that. Though I have been trained for similar things.
It's up to you. Just
No, go
figured
ahead.
I'd offer it. Well, I will step 10 foot in front of Dion and make my way to the door.
So you guys are going to the other door now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, northern door.
Okay.
And once again, I will open the door with a mage hand.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Nothing happens?
Nothing happens.
Son of a bitch.
I assume the door opens, though.
Yeah, the door does open, yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Okay.
Is it just me, or does it feel like we're being invited further into this thing?
That doesn't feel like we're being kept out.
Exactly. Something this old. Other than the one lock, you'd figure there would be more.
Like undead?
More traps, more locks, more things to
Oh,
work.
there will be.
I suspect that'll be deeper inside.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Are we streaming by chance?
We are.
Okay, I'll keep it
No,
PG.
That's fine. I've got the mature setting on, so...
That's good.
Again, I will step into the doorway, and with my magical eyeballs, do I notice anything in this next room? What does this next room look like, actually?
This next room is actually a hallway. You see 3 doors. The hallway is 10 feet wide and about 70 feet long. There's 2 doors across from each other about 30... Oh, I counted that wrong. It's about 40 feet long. About 30 feet down the hallway, 25 to 30 feet, there's a door on each end, and then there's one all the way in the center of the far wall.
Is that the
And-
child or the dog?
That was the mystical werewolf of the labyrinth.
Apparently.
That is Thor, my puppy. He's in trouble for eating my kid's peanut butter sandwich out of his
That
hand.
is reasonable.
Ah,
That's why I had to run
that was
earlier.
the stress of earlier. Yeah.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Do
no.
I notice any
Oh, that's not good. Peanut butter's not good
traces
for
or
dogs.
hints of magic in the room?
Voodoo?
That means no, and I have to re-roll a new character. I'm dead now.
No, you're fine. Okay. No, there's no magic in this hallway as far as you can tell for within your radius. How long does the spell last?
It's an at-will ability.
Yeah, it's at will. I can recast.
Oh,
But it lasts 10 minutes without
Okay.
recasting.
Okay.
I would, unless we're going into combat, I would keep this up
Okay. That is so
Until-
ridiculous.
Basically.
until I step on a
Basically,
trap.
you're gonna have to deal with it for the rest of the game. Wahaha.
That's fine. I'll just give you guys less magic items.
Oh no! The urge to correct your grammar strong, but you're the DM, so everything you say is correct.
No, he'll give them to us and then take them away, meaning we'll have less.
That's
I'm going to
it'd still be fewer though. And it was
Is it?
slowly
Okay.
make my way halfway down the hallway, only halfway, looking for traps and other such nefarious things up high, down low, wall to wall.
Nope.
Oh,
I'm just gonna say no. This hallway is like just the hallway. I'm just gonna tell you that.
Well, that's convenient.
So
now that I've cleared halfway through, no other magical bullshit.
No magic.
Claire.
Okay, I follow in. I say, Dion, didn't you say that it's important to always go left? As I point at the left door.
Yeah, it's just a matter of not getting lost and not missing things. And...
If you always go left, you end up finding your way back around?
Yes.
Fair enough. Should we walk through the door?
I believe we should.
I
step back.
Good call. I will cast Mage Hand and attempt to open the door.
Okay.
Yes. Also, we should never stand grouped when opening a door.
Yes, agreed.
Well, I'm always 30 feet away from it. Mage Hand has a 30-foot range.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I guess we're back at the beginning of this hallway then.
You guys are still in the doorway, basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The door rattles like it's locked. You can't get it open.
Okay. Dion, watch my back in case something comes from the other doors. I'm gonna try to open this door for us. I will walk up to the door and attempt to pick the lock.
You can pick the lock with Mage Hand, FYI.
Only if you have the
Thieves' Tools proficiency?
No. I thought that was a specific thing that the rogues had for the
Maybe.
Arcane Tricksters?
Yeah, I thought only Arcane Tricksters could do that.
That makes sense. Never mind, I lied to you.
Yeah, only Arcane Tricksters can pick with the Mage Hand.
So I've got to do it by hand.
As you get to the door, you notice that the stone relief carved door sealing this chamber portrays a dragon-like fish swimming.
Like a water dragon?
Yeah, something like that. It's a fish.
Gyarados?
I'm gonna call this back to Dion and Syl that there's a Gyarados in the next room, possibly.
Something's fishy going on here.
Very much so.
A water dragon on the door? Is that what you said?
A water dragon fish.
Portrays a dragon-like fish swimming.
It's a very long fish with teeth. I just thought you should know.
Interesting. Would I know of that kind of creature? Because that doesn't sound like a Chardalon.
No, that's not a Chardalon. You do know that this used to be a temple to a dragon, or a citadel to a dragon cult, so they're going to have dragon stuff everywhere.
Okay.
Just like different images of dragons to decorate the place.
A different kind of dragon. Okay.
Yes. So it's a dragon, a dragonoid.
It looks like that.
Yes.
May I attempt?
That's a great picture.
With its big carp lips. What are you attempting to do?
Pick the lock.
Do you have thieves' tools?
I do, and I'm proficient.
Oh, nice.
Sneaky.
How did that happen?
Good. It's good because I'm not.
Urban bounty hunter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. It's a cool background.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll for that if that's okay.
Yeah, go for it.
Nice.
You can't seem to get the door unlocked.
Oh.
Dion, I can't open the door. Sorry. Maybe if we come back, I'll be feeling more up to it.
Okay. You're in the lead. Which door do you want to try next?
Well, the most left door would be the one in front of me now.
Correct.
Let's try that one.
I will attempt to open it with Mage Hand again.
Okay. Okay. The door swings open.
What do I see from my vantage point, like 20 foot away from the door?
Make a perception check.
What do your shifter eyes see?
Did you move back from the door before you did it? Because you would only
one
be
I
like
was trying to pick, or the one I
yeah,
just opened.
the one that you just picked to the
He
other
was
door.
10.
I'd have stepped like 5 foot back from it.
Okay,
not very far.
so you're like
He's
okay.
Like 15.
probably going to be about 30 feet away from any door.
Not like
When
15,
you-
20 feet from the door I'm opening. So
Yeah, you're 20 right now. If you step 5 feet back.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. What's my perception? Okay. +5. I fucked that up somehow.
You didn't put the R after the
I
exclamation.
know I forgot something.
Well, there you go. Okay, you notice that there is what appears to be a table and it looks like some bars. And there, at the far end of the room, there appears to be like a bedroll of some kind.
Is that a cell?
So
Well, there are bars.
Puppy jail.
I don't know whether or not it's a cell. We can go in there quietly. Do I get any inclination on what dimension this room might be in or how big it might be at all?
you can see the room looks to be about at least 30 feet deep from the door to the far wall that you can see, but you can't see the edges of it.
Like I can't see the ceiling or anything?
So the room is at least 20 feet wide.
Okay.
Is there
Alright.
is there a small handheld-sized rock on the ground?
I'm gonna say you could probably find a cue
pebble.
ball sized rock.
That works. If you would like, I can cast a light on this, and you could send it in if you need a better view.
No, I don't. Because if something's in that next room and we throw a beacon,
I can make it a very dim light to help. It's up to you.
let
Just
me
remember,
peek
it's an option.
Let me peek my head in, then we'll see what happens.
Oh, you have dark sight, don't you?
I do.
Oh, devil sight. Okay.
Oh, you do have double
Anyway.
sight?
Oh no, I have dark vision. I didn't take devil sight right now.
Oh, you didn't take
Oh,
devil
okay.
sight
I
yet.
was gonna say,
Okay.
I'm jealous. That's such an amazing ability.
I took eldritch sight.
Eldritch sight. Right. Never mind. That's why you can see magic.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to stealthily walk up to the door and poke my fat head inside to see what I see.
Yeah.
Okay. There is a 10 by 10 foot cage that is busted open. There's a table about in front of the cage, like 5 feet from it, that appears to have a bunch of little figurines and stuff. It almost looks like an altar. There is also there is a bunch of symbols and glyphs scribed in bright green dye decorating this entire chamber. It's not a square shaped chamber. It's kind of like a weird L shape. There's a large pit in the center that shows evidence of a recent fire. The cage in the middle of the southern wall contains a gaping hole and stands empty. A small wooden bench draped with green cloth is next to the cage, and several small objects rest on it. A bedroll lies near the wooden bench, and the sounds of whimpering from inside it.
Whimpering from inside which one? Where?
The bedroll near the altar.
I'm going to slowly close the door back as silently as I can.
Okay.
That whimpering in that bedroll, man.
No shit.
Sounds like a very sad puppy dog.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make. Cause how far back were y'all behind me?
I'm staying about 10 feet behind you at all times.
Okay, so
I'm probably standing next to Dion.
I will walk back to y'all quietly and relay said information.
Okay.
So That's what we have in the other room right now. And just for paranoia's sake, can we open this last door? I don't want to walk into this room and then have a room
Something come
full
up
of
behind us.
skeletons come up behind us and pinch us off.
That's reasonable,
Yes.
I think. What do you think?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Well, if we'll step back, I will attempt to open this door again at a distance.
I'll step back and I'll actually real quick. I'm gonna go peek behind us where we came from to make sure nothing's coming up on us.
I stand back from the door that's about to be opened.
I'll stand about 15 feet away from the final door we haven't attempted, and I will try to open it with Mage Hand.
Okay, go for it. The door opens.
I'm going to walk up to it and peek my head in.
Okay. It's a 20 by 20 chamber that is empty except for like a bunch of little rocky debris all over.
Do I see anything magical?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, I'm gonna close the door back. There's nothing in there. It's an empty room.
Oh.
Dion just nods and catches up to you.
Okay.
I have a funny feeling about that room.
So do I. I have just a terrible feeling altogether, honestly.
Okay, I'm gonna go put the dog out back real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Dion's actually gonna open it up and look at it real quick too.
The room he just checked?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
And it's literally empty except for debris?
Yeah, there's just like rocks.
Okay. Well, not every room has to be interesting, I suppose.
I just get a bad feeling. I don't like this place.
Zill paints an arrow.
I mean, it is... We've already encountered traps and undead and rodents of unusual size. So yes, I think your discomfort is founded.
I wonder why that one door had such a powerful lock placed on it.
Well, I'm hoping we find a key for it.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
And then we'll find out.
Do arcane locks have keys, or do you have to get rid of it with magic?
Would I know that, idea?
It prevents the way arcane lock works is it prevents anyone who was not permitted to open the door. They have to meet the specific requirements.
There are spells that can temporarily disable it.
Yes, like I believe it's knock. I think
knock and dispel magic. If you dispel magic, it lasts for 10 minutes, and I don't remember. I think knock actually
does the same
permanently.
I think no.
Or no, it's probably just
knock suppresses magical locks for 10 minutes.
Yes,
that's right.
And dispel just gets rid of it.
Yeah.
Dispel only for 10 minutes.
Really?
Or no. You can fully dispel the thing, but it's a second level, so you have to use second level dispel or higher. That's what it was. And then knock disables it for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go into the room with the whimpering and crying.
Puppy dog.
Okay.
I'll go first. Is your magical armor still active, Zill?
It is, yes. It lasts for quite a long time. Cough, cough, 8 hours. Cough.
Oh, so I'm assuming anytime I look at Zill, it just fucking hurts, doesn't it?
Because I have a spell cast upon myself.
I don't know. I don't know how bright she's gonna fucking look.
It's got a very golden shimmer to it. Yes. I like to think that it looks, to your magical eyes, I like to think that it looks like I've got sparkles just kind of like glittering around me.
I'm down with that.
And you're covered in spiky ice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
I'm over here with light armor and a metal gauntlet.
Wait, you're in light armor?
Yeah. Or was it medium? I can't remember. It's not heavy, though. I'm dex based.
I thought your armor class was close to mine. Shit.
okay.
It is, because he's dex based.
So, are you guys going?
Got a medium.
Are you guys going into this other room?
Yes,
Yes.
I'm going to open the door quietly and cautiously and make my way in. I'm
Okay.
going to come in and I'm going to hug the right wall for 10 feet and try to see what I can see.
Okay. There is several sets of doors. There appears to be an open archway on the center of the far wall. There's a door in the far back, the southwestern corner. On the southern wall, there's a door. There's another door about 10 feet from it on the western wall. And then there's a door on the eastern wall, the wall that you're hugging against, up almost to the top of the room, and then almost across from it is another door.
And the whimpering is coming from across the way in the sleeping bag, yeah?
There's like a bedroll that's it's a small bedroll, and
that's the blue thing right across the room from us, right?
yes.
Okay. How dark is it in here?
It's
like, are we seeing in black and white because it's dark? Or...
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's no light right now. But all of you have dark vision, right?
Right.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to wait for my companions to get in the room.
Yep. I'm going to step in. I'm going to circle
stealth
off to the
check.
right.
Stealth check, oh shit. What is my stealth? Oh god, that's not good.
That's not good. You have a higher stealth than I do.
Five.
Oh no!
Still sneezes.
I tense up and look at the bedroll.
No, you guys are all.
I rolled a 5.
Okay. So you guys move into the room. And then, what are you guys doing now?
I'm
how close
circling around to the right to essentially flank this bedroll in case something jumps out of it.
Okay.
I'm going to get my mage hand and attempt to pick up the very top covering of that thing.
So I'll be like right in between the table and the circle of stones. In that little square right there.
Okay.
10 feet away from the bedroll.
Okay. So you want to move through the pile of what looks like to be an ash pile?
I mean, I'm gonna try to keep try to walk the line between the table and the rocks. I'm sure.
Oh, okay. So squeeze between there. Okay.
Right.
So you want to be on the western side of the fire pit.
Correct.
Okay. Stell, where are you?
Up against where we came in. I'm just hugging that wall. I'm
Okay.
10 feet to the right of that door.
Okay. Zill, where are you?
I would probably be back right by the doorway we came in. I would be pulling up the lead.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use my mage hand to try to lift up what I can off this sleeping roll so we can see what's making the noise.
Okay. 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 As you pull, do you want to do it carefully or do you want to just pull it off?
I was gonna do it kind of slowish. I'm not looking to fling the shit. I don't want it to get in our way. I want to be able to pick it up and see underneath.
Okay. Sorry, guys. I'll be right back.
Take your time.
Okay. It should be quiet enough now. Okay.
Is it just me, or is this room just fucking causing anxiety issues?
Okay. So as you pull the blanket back, you notice a small reptilian creature that is the source of the whimpering sound. He almost doesn't even like. As far as you know, he doesn't notice you.
Do I notice a magical aura or anything on him?
No.
I'm gonna light a torch.
Is it humanoid?
It's like a reptilian humanoid. Go ahead and make a.
I believe I've already mentioned this race in character.
Probably.
But yeah.
I think you might have. Just make an intelligence check for me.
Okay.
Yeah, you recognize it. It's a kobold.
Okay. Let's see. I do not speak. Does anyone here speak Draconic? I whisper to the group. I say quietly. I don't whisper, but I say it quietly to the group.
Zill shakes her head no.
What?
And ask if you spoke Draconic.
As you guys are talking, you see him rolling around, almost like as if he's having nightmares.
I'm gonna my tenseness is gonna like relax, and I'm gonna step back. But without looking away from it, I'm gonna say, care to weigh in, or should I dispatch this creature?
Let me take up a different position. And Zill, you can handle this as you see fit. No,
I do not believe we should harm the creature unless it is going to attack us.
So as you guys are talking,
Yes.
it stirs and it looks up and notices you.
Is this a fully grown, or is this like a child?
This is a small humanoid. You can't tell. You can't really.
Have I ever?
Oh, I guess
seen a
if
kobold
you.
Before?
I'm gonna say because Dion's role from earlier about identifying the kobold. I'm gonna say that you you do know that this is not a child kobold, but as he sits up, he just looks at you and then just kind of lays there. Like, he looks distraught. He looks like it's almost like he has a sense of loss. But he's not going to make any aggressive. He's not making any aggressive actions at you. He's just laying there.
I'm gonna walk to the archway to make sure nothing's coming towards us.
Okay.
And hold that position.
They travel in packs.
Is it restrained, or is it just sitting there?
No, he's not restrained. He's just laying there. As you get a better look, though, you do notice that he has numerous and scars all over his whole body.
Oh,
you
poor thing.
Said the fire pit looked recently used, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is his bedroll laying next to the fire pit as if this were his fire pit?
It's across the room. Kind of like it's like 10 feet away. But it's a big fire pit. It's like 15 feet across.
Yeah. It's a big fire pit.
Okay. I want to talk to the kobold.
Okay.
I'm
gonna glance at the fire pit real quick. Do I see anything in it other than like traditional?
Make a perception check.
Okay.
I want to talk to the kobold.
Okay.
Real quick before that happens, do I see anything down that hallway while looking through the archway?
Nope, it's just a hallway.
I see Ash.
I'll hold my position and just wait for Zil.
You see Ash, but in the dark, it's really hard to differentiate. But there.
I thought we lit a torch.
I did. I lit a torch.
Sorry. What was that?
We have a lit torch.
Oh, you guys lit a torch?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You do notice that there is white sticks of some kind that
like those things that stabbed me.
That faintly resemble bones of small creatures.
Oh. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Right. We've all got to eat. So, can I talk to the kobold now, guys? Are you done for a minute?
I might need to interrupt you one more time. Never know.
We'll see. So, I gently approach the kobold, and I say, "Do you speak common by chance?"
He's going to look up at you and go, "Meepo speak common."
Meepo? Your name is Meepo?
He just kind of mopes there.
I adopt him. He's my child now. Just saying. It's important. What is wrong, Meepo? You seem so sad.
The clan dragon, we lost it. The wretched goblin stole Colcrex, our dragon.
Colcrex, your dragon? What kind of dragon is this Colcrex?
He says that he's a magnificent white wormling. I was his keeper. And then he kind of shows off his scar. He points to his scars, a little bit prideful, but he's still weepy.
Mm-hmm. And who stole your wormling?
The foul, evil goblins that live in this dungeon.
I'm listening, taking notes.
What was that?
I'm just taking notes. So the wormling, a white wormling?
Mm-hmm.
And what I understand that this is talking about an adolescent dragon. Actual dragon.
Yes.
Holy shit. Okay. What was the dragon's name that he said?
Calcryx. Calcryx.
Calcryx, the baby white dragon. Okay. Do you know where they took Calcryx?
At this point, you see him kind of light up a little bit and goes, "Will you help Meepo find Dragon? Bring him back to the clan?"
I mean, if we're able to, I don't see why we wouldn't. I glance at the boys.
Let me take you to Yggdrasil, our clan leader. She will know, and if you offer to help, I'm sure she would be glad to let you pass through the dungeon.
Zil, can you come here for a second?
Yes.
And I'm going to motion for Dion to get closer too.
Mm-hmm.
If we are going to work with. I know the name of Kobold. Have I ever been in contact with kobolds before?
Roll a percentile, 100%, 100, D100 for me. I'm gonna say no.
I'm down with that.
That is exactly 50%. I like it. Okay.
If
I
we're
do
going
not
to
trust them.
if we're going to meet with them, if this is something we're doing, if this is something you want, Zill, I'd say I don't think we should walk into the center of wherever their encampment is. Maybe the small whatever that is can bring them to us.
I wanted to roll an insight check on the kobold, please.
On
Meepo. I got a 22 insight check on Meepo. Does he seem genuine?
Yeah, he does seem genuine. He's heartbroken, and he wants his dragon back. And from the understanding, you realize that he's kind of lost in a pit of despair since his dragon died, or his dragon was taken.
Mm-hmm.
And he's lost his place of privilege among the kobolds because his job is no longer something he can do because his dragon's gone, and he was the keeper of the dragon.
Is Meepo within earshot?
If you guys whispered, I would say you could probably, or you guys could talk in another language that he wouldn't know.
I don't think Spell Buzz.
I don't know any languages.
I look at.
You could write it down. I can read everything.
This is true. I'm inclined to believe him. I mean, did you see the way he was crying? His behavior. This doesn't seem like a hostile creature at the moment, at least.
I'll speak in Celestial back to her.
Mm-hmm.
So, this creature, they worship dragons, and not... my understanding is that, out of character, they usually worship metallic dragons, right? Or chromatic.
Yes, they worship chromatic dragons. Because they're
he
they're
did
spawned,
say white, right?
Yes. They're spawned from chromatic dragons. Cultists created them by doing profane rituals with dragon eggs and stuff.
These creatures are born of evil magics, and they work in packs to benefit the chromatic dragon idols.
And just because it's a chromatic dragon, you believe it to be inherently and only capable of evil?
Yes.
Zill gives a very arched eyebrow.
Have you read of dragons?
I don't know. Have I read of dragons? Shall I do a history check?
I'm pretty sure most people know about dragons.
I know that I would understand that chromatic are generally considered to be the evil ones. I can get that.
Mm-hmm.
One of Zill's traits that she rolled. Let me see if I can find the wording.
She magically automatically knows everything about dragons ever.
Nope.
Compassionate and open-minded.
I mean, basically that.
I normally play that kind of character. I'm being a little.
I can find common ground between the fiercest enemies, empathizing with them, and always working towards peace.
Yeah, that's like a personality trait. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's one of my personality traits, which I'm gonna play at the moment, just out of character, so you know.
You don't gotta explain it to us. Fuck it, just stab us. Let's go.
I'm not gonna stab anybody.
Use your empathy to kill us.
Yes, killing people with empathy. I I believe that everyone is capable of evil, and I believe that everyone is capable of good. Meepo is a creature mourning the loss of their beloved pet. I am not going to inherently call this creature evil. His actions thus far have been relatively neutral, and I am willing to give him the benefit of the doubt.
While this is happening, I'm thumping my shield out of boredom because I can't understand what's happening.
But he is alone.
Say again.
He is alone, arguing from a position of weakness. And while, yes, I agree with you that any individual can exhibit traits that are atypical of their group, they are naturally inclined to be dark creatures. So at the very least, we need to err on the side of caution. But we do know, and dark creatures can also experience grief and loss. We also know that he has an evil creature, or had, and wants us to find that evil creature for him.
Someone presented you with a child and said this is an evil child. What would you do?
What would I do?
Yes.
An evil child.
Can I be included in the conversation?
I apologize.
Oh, you guys are still
common. Yeah, I switch back to common, and I repeat the question: If I presented you with a small child and said this is an evil child, this child will grow up to be evil without a doubt, what would you do?
Smash it.
Well, on what basis?
I don't know. Everyone's telling me this child is evil. This child has a specific color of skin, and therefore it is evil.
If it is guaranteed,
Zill is visibly upset and getting angry.
If it is evil, if it is guaranteed evil through scrying or prophecy or that of the like, if it's something more than just word of mouth and
it is believed to be evil because of the color of its skin.
I don't care then. If it's not guaranteed, if there's not prophecy, then anything can happen.
I would also have to say that, while I understand where you're coming from, it's an imperfect analogy. These are creatures born of dark magics to benefit evil.
Did it say something about a dragon?
Yes.
Yes, I apologize, Stel. The Meepo here has lost his wormling, his white dragon wormling, and has been stolen by goblins, and is hoping that we may be able to assist. I believe that some positive influence in the life of this kobold, presumably any sort of clan members he has nearby, as you said, they travel in packs, and if we're able to provide some sort of beneficial service to a young and impressionable creature who could eventually become a very powerful... If we have a chance of making this white wormling be a good one instead of an evil one, then I will take that chance.
In order for that to happen, we would need the majority of the influence on it. White dragons are inherently vain and selfish.
So you're saying that this child who has a different color of skin
is
inherently...
Not the child, the dragon. My concern is not of the kobolds, is not of... It's a baby dragon?
Yes. It's a baby wormling dragon.
Okay,
it is still learning the ways of the world, and if we are able to somehow influence it to be better, then that is what we will do.
My point remains. White dragons are inherently selfish and vain. They see themselves as above others, even other dragons. Unless we can take it from this place and raise it ourselves, which I don't know if you have the time for that. Unless we can influence its entire life, I'm not too certain it won't grow up and become a menace to everyone around. We are not far from Haven? 1 second.
Oakhurst. And close to Haven.
We're not that far from Oakhurst and Haven. a fully grown white dragon could rain havoc on all the towns, even possibly Vitalia or Vitala?
Vitala.
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 If it reaches adulthood and becomes a typical white dragon, then we would be the cause of all the death, all the chaos, and all the suffering that would thus follow, and all the individuals who would try to slay it. We would be the cause of all of their deaths.
I agree.
While I understand your point, if we can influence in it and make it a tool for good and influence it to become a better individual, it is unlikely we would be fighting the dragon against its own personal nature, which would not have the majority of the influence on. What do you think, Zoe?
I'm not willing to let a adolescent creature of any kind come to harm.
Are you guys whispering this, or are you guys just talking about it?
When he said he wanted to be part of the conversation, I guided them into the hallway.
Okay.
Backwards, not forwards.
Correct.
Okay. I tell Miko that we're going to discuss this. Meepo, that we're going to discuss this.
Okay.
And I mostly close the door, but keep it cracked open so I can keep an eye on Meepo.
Okay. Yeah, no, he hasn't moved. He's just kind of watching eagerly.
But honestly, everything that's here so far has seemed malevolent. And while yes, Meepo seems weak and docile, that is because Meepo is alone. And understands that actively being aggressive towards greater numbers and greater size is foolish.
How about we come to a deal, though?
Oh?
I will, if Dion agrees to this, we will make no aggressive actions toward them right now until we can discuss with the leader of their clan and possibly see this wormling firsthand. That is the best I can do.
I mean, of course we're going to go after the wormling. Whether or not you guys are going to kill it is what I'm worried.
If I was going to do this my way, I would kill everything and leave. The only reason I'm discussing this is because you are my friend. I have not lived this long because I was nice to things. I did my job, I handled my business, and I left.
It is also my instinct to root out evil at the source instead of wait for it to become a greater threat that is unmanageable.
The both of you have influences in Vitala, right? Great influence.
She more than I. I am from Haven.
How about this, Zil? This is an agreement I can make with you. We will meet with the kobold leader, we will find the wormling, and we will root out the goblin infestation as best we can to free the wormling of them, if it is still alive. And if we can keep it alive and root out all issues, then we will remove the dragon from the kobolds and have a party from Vitala get it and raise it if they can. If they cannot, the dragon dies. That is the only agreement I can make with you. If we can guarantee it is raised in a mostly pure environment. I don't know much about Vitala, but I assume it's more pure and a better place than that of
You would
here.
live a life in chains. You would say that servitude is better than death.
I would say training it to become...
Dragons also will not live in servitude.
Dion, you being a noble family, know that there is actually a dragon that rules over one of the cities in the Empire. He is a
Metallic, right?
a metallic dragon, and metallic dragons do not like chromatic dragons at all. So if this was put through, he would most likely lead a crusade to have it executed.
Right. It's a natural. So it's a natural enemy of the state.
Yes.
Zill
would know that too, I assume.
Yeah, she probably would.
Even if she disliked the idea.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Zill is a Vitala born and raised at the Zenith in Vitala. So
I'm a podunk kid.
The city that has the dragon, he stays in human form, and he rules over the city. But
is that a secret?
He doesn't make it known, but like higher-ranking people that know he's a very long-lived person understand that he is.
I can tell you that there are powerful members of our society who believe these to be natural enemies of the state. Chromatic dragons, that is. And they will be hunted down and killed. We are simply taking care of this before it becomes a bigger issue. I commend your open-heartedness, but
Zill is forlorn, and she knows that there is no real chance of convincing you otherwise.
We can leave it alive down here for it to grow larger and kill people and wait for someone else to kill it. It will die eventually, whether by our hands or someone else's. The only difference is how many people and creatures this white dragon kills when it reaches adulthood. So you must choose, though. We either end this here, or let it kill multiple people before someone else ends it, or we have to come back to kill it.
Well, first we have to find it.
Agreed.
Let me ruminate.
Fair enough. Let's meet with their...
I make no promises to keep any of these creatures alive. Not just the dragon.
Understood.
Lead the way, Dion.
I'll walk back in and tell Meepo to take me to your leader.
Okay.
But I did not say that I come in peace.
Yeah. He's like, he just kind of like gets all excited and hops up, and he goes, follow me this way. And then he leads you guys through the archway.
Okay. I make sure to follow his steps precisely.
Mm-hmm.
Well, every other step, probably.
I would be trailing back. I want to be behind Zill.
Okay.
I also cast light on the tip of my whip.
Okay.
On the sensor.
The fall? The fall of the whip?
The tip of my whip is a sensor. It's a metal whip.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. I forgot. Okay. Okay. So you guys start heading down the hallway, and as you guys reach the intersection, he calls out something in Draconic. None of you speak Draconic, right?
Meepo, please speak in common.
Oh, sorry. That's just the password so that my friends know you're not hostile.
Zill commits the word to memory.
He then goes on to explain that he tells you the word in common, but you have to say it in Draconic. Where did it go? Where'd it go? It was just here. Okay, it's Ticklecorn.
Ticklecorn?
Ticklecorn. That's what he says in common. That's the password he uses, but you have to say it in Draconic.
Can I learn the Draconic? I want him to teach me the Draconic, or try and catch it and practice it quietly to myself as we're walking.
Okay. I'll may have you make an intelligence check to commit it to memory.
Do I have intelligence? What's my intelligence? Whoop, that's not.
Do I have intelligence?
I have to go back to my page here. I'm at like what? Okay, I do have a modifier.
Hey.
Yo.
18.
Okay. You managed to commit the word to memory.
Woo, Ticklecorn!
You know how to say Ticklecorn in Draconic.
Sweet, I'm adding that to my character sheet's language section.
Okay.
That one word.
Yep.
That one word.
Okay. So you continue down the hallway. As you go, there's a door to either side, about 30 feet in down the hall. There was another hallway that branched off and went north, but you guys are continuing east. I mean west. Sorry, continuing west. There is a third door about another 20 feet down the hallway, but only on your left. As he reaches this door, he calls out the word again, Ticklecorn, in Draconic. And then continues. The hallway comes to an end, and it branches north. The hallway takes a turn to the right, further north.
Can we retcon for half a second?
Yes.
You said that room was covered in paint?
Yes.
I wrote fluorescent paint.
There was it's like a bright green dye. It's just sigils and glyphs.
Can I? Is there a source to the paint? I ask before we leave the room. I ask what the paint is all about.
He just kind of says that it's symbols and stuff representing the dragons and their culture and stuff. To worship dragons, basically.
Am I getting a sense out of everything we pass by and I'm scanning over? Do I sense magical anything anywhere?
No.
Okay.
Zill wants to do a pass through the room before they leave to see if there's anything worth anything, I guess.
Back in the other room?
Back in the other room before we leave. We kind of skipped ahead a little bit before I got to say it.
Okay.
Is that something? Can I roll just a quick investigation check?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. What's my a 1? Ooh, a 19.
You notice that there are there's containers and stuff on the altar that are containers of green dye, a paintbrush, and there's 4 tiny jade figurines of dragons. But since you rolled so high, you actually notice that there is you see a glint of another one in the fire pit.
Oh.
So there's a total of 5 jade figurines, and they're all carved in the shape of dragons.
I want to dig the one out of the fire pit.
Okay. So you have a jade sculpture worth 15 gold pieces.
Okay. I'm going to add it to my inventory. I don't know how to do that. We're going to try and add it to my inventory. Okay, we can continue on now.
There's a way to add custom items.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you guys round the corner of the hallway and continue north, the hallway goes for about another 20 feet, and then as you reach the mouth of the entrance, he calls out the password again and leads you to the left into this next room is a big, long chamber, about 20 feet wide. There's pillars to your right, filling up the every 10 feet. It looks like spanning the whole length. And then to the left, there's an opening, and there's a big stone. Let me see where it is. Okay, a short throne stands near the west wall, constructed of fallen bits of masonry stacked against an old altar. On top of the altar sits various small items. The portion of the altar that serves as a throne back features a carving of a rearing dragon. A metallic key is firmly in the dragon's open jaw.
Again, do I get a sense of anything on all that?
On the stuff on the altar?
Yeah, any magical anything.
Also, are there kobolds in here?
Yes, there is. Give me just a second.
Okay.
Wait, real quick, which room are we in? The big long hallway, but that looks like it has pillars in it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But you're
and
in
those pillars are there.
The pillars are behind you guys. You guys have stepped forward into that little room that has the table with the chair.
Okay.
It's like a little cubby kind of thing.
Yeah, it looks like a big entranceway to like a little, almost an office.
Kind of, yeah.
Kind of a throne room office kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. So there is a kobold sitting on the throne, wearing like a white robe fashioned out of what looks to be like scraps. But with the detect magic, you sense that there's a lot of magic up on that throne, up on that altar. There's
like they're just magical items, like they have enchantments, or like it's like magically gonna fuck us up.
There's magic items up on that altar. You see that there's some scrolls that are rolled up. There's like 3 of them that all radiate magic. There is some kind of token that radiates a magic, as well as a vial that has magic radiating from it as well.
Okay, I'll just keep that in the back of my head for now.
Okay. Zill is still a little pouty in the back. Also, I'm getting really, really drowsy. I'm sorry, I'm working on it. But I'm having difficulty paying attention.
That's fine. So the kobold in white is sitting on the throne, and there's 2 other kobolds with spears standing to either side of her.
Okay.
And none of them...
And this is the... What was the name he said? Yggdrasil?
Yggdrasil? Yes. He comes forward and bows to her and introduces your group, even though he never got your names.
We would have introduced ourselves at one point, I'm sure. Or we'll do it now.
So he kind of like points you out and says, and tells you, and tells her that these people have come from the outside and have shown interest in possibly helping us rescue our Colfrex.
Colfrex?
Yeah. The white dragon wormling.
Yep.
So she kind of smiles and goes, or a smile as best she can as a reptile. And she nods to you and like just looks at you.
Like a snarl.
Kind of.
Okay.
I ask for any information that can help us with finding the baby dragon.
She's like, Meepo can go as a guide to help lead you guys into the goblin territory, but the foul goblins keep raiding us constantly. We are fighting for supremacy over these ruins.
Sounds like there's a fight in the background.
Yes, sorry. But she does say that if you return Colcrux to us, I shall grant you a reward.
Okay.
And what is your intent with this dragon?
We are. Let me see. Kobolds are heirs to dragons. As the mightiest among my people, we basically come to this ancient holy site where dragons were worshipped long ago, and they just wish to live with their dragon. That seems to be what they want. They just want to live here with their dragon.
Sounds like they just want to live here peacefully, minding their own business.
Well, what's the reward?
She waves her. She kind of points her hand up. She's like, "You can take any of the things from this altar. I will give. If you guys aid me, I will give you a handful of things from the altar."
Do I notice anything magical on her or those around her?
No.
No. When I look back at specifically the token, do I get what kind of school of magic comes off that thing? Specifically the token.
Let me find out. I need to go look it up.
Zill is just inherently uncomfortable with the idea of deceiving these kobolds. She doesn't say it out loud or anything. She's just quietly going to say a silent prayer for guidance to Lord.
Dion has actually only said one thing to Meepo, and that was, take me to your leader.
Mm-hmm.
He is simply allowing them to believe what they wish.
Still understands. Still doesn't like it.
Also, his knuckles are white on his whip handle.
Okay. I'm gonna say first though, it gives off. It's kind of like a green, naturey kind of aura.
And this is on which of the items?
The token.
Token.
So no school of magic comes off it, but it gives I get like a nature aura.
If there was a school of magic, it would probably conjuration.
Okay, so this isn't. Okay, so this has like an inherent enchantment on it. Gotcha. Okay, cool shit. That's all I wanted to know. Thank you very much.
Okay.
So I'm trying to make sure that I have us in the right room in this map that I'm looking at. So the room where Meepo and the fire pit is, we went through that hallway leftward, and then basically north through the next hallway.
We went to the one with all the pillars.
Yeah, so all the pillars,
long
the
row
room
of
on the
many
far
pillars.
left of that, with the chair and the table on the left side.
Is that a chair and a table? Sorry, it's a really kind of low quality,
yeah.
Zoomed in. So it's in that big.
Oh, really? Did you view the original image?
No.
That's what I did.
Yeah, if you view the original image, you get a much higher resolution image.
I also showed you another image.
I see the new image. I like this image. Too pretty. I'm looking. Are we talking about the one in the notes?
Yes.
It's so tiny. When I click on it, it just pops up like a tiny little thing, and then I actually opened it in internet and oh, hey, look, it's much bigger now. That's so much better. Holy shit, that's so much better.
So yeah, in the center on the west.
With all the pillars, the little chair, and altar behind it. Okay, yeah, that's okay. Much better.
You got this. You're the best.
I got it. No, the image I was looking at was way like it was like take the thumbnail and just zoom in a low resolution version. Yeah, so that was my problem. You had. Okay, I'm a little better now. Did we check any of the rooms coming between here and there?
Meepo just brought us here. Okay. I would like to check them on the way out at the very least.
At the very least, or before we head on.
I will speak with the head leader individual person, since Dion looks like he's about to kill everything, and Zill looks insanely uncomfortable with the situation.
Yep.
If we are to find this infant or adolescent white dragon for you, and you offer us what's on that table, we need something to help us along, something in good faith to show that when we do this, you will not turn that dragon against us. We need a guarantee.
You want to try to persuade her on this?
I want to know her response.
She's gonna be a little like off-put. She's like, well, the last group of humans that came through here promised they would kill the goblins, and yet the goblins still remain.
Tell me about these other humans who came through.
There was 2 of them. One in robes, one in a plate mail that they were all
When did you last see them?
They came through, I would say, probably about a week ago.
Fuck. Was it a boy and a girl? A male and female human?
Yes.
Did you notice whether or not they had rings on? One ring on each. One ring, both on their left hand.
I believe I remember seeing a ring. Though the scrawnier one had a ring on, and the other one had a symbol on his chest that matched the ring.
Did you send anybody with them?
I think they had a third person that went with them. He had a bow slung over his shoulder, and he hung back, and he didn't really talk much. But I think he was with them.
And what promise did you make to them?
We offered them the rewards of this table, same rewards we're offering you, but they were to kill the goblins.
Well, perhaps they would have returned if you'd have given them something beforehand. If you want it done, you have to give proper incentive.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and roll a persuasion.
Do I get advantage?
Sure, why not?
Woo!
That was a pretty good.
Alright, one more time because I forgot how to roll in fucking pairs.
There you go.
18 is the higher of the 2.
Okay. She'll ponder it for a second. And she's like, very well. I will give you these 3 scrolls.
I want the token.
The token?
The token and 1 scroll. Otherwise, you can go kill all the goblins on your own. We will do this for you, but you must give the proper payment up front.
Also, how large of a number of goblins are we talking about?
We don't need to talk specifics until they pay.
She'll agree to that. So
I want the token. Zill gets the scroll.
Okay.
Okay.
Zill, go ahead and roll a d3.
Hit the wrong button.
Can I kick the kobold that's been crying the whole time?
Please don't attack the kobolds. Not literally in game. You can make jokes.
Yeah.
But please don't actually attack the kobolds. Okay.
just
I rolled a
joking.
1.
Okay. So you take the scroll. Are you going to unroll it and look at it?
Yes.
Okay. You got a scroll of mage armor.
Chuckle, chuckle, chuckle. Okay. I'll put that in my inventory.
That's a free
I'm
spell
going
slot later
to
on.
grab the token off the table. And is this something that I would recognize now that it's in my hand, or do I need to sit down for a while with it?
Let me figure that out real quick.
I've added a mage armor scroll. 1 charge consumable.
Well,
Scroll.
now, next time you need to cast Mage Armor, it costs you nothing.
It's true.
Just an action and a piece of paper.
Okay. So now that you pick up the token, you notice that it's in the shape of a feather.
Okay.
And it's carved out of wood. But
Okay.
you don't know what it does.
Zill looks at it.
I was just going to ask if I spent time with it. Like, do I have the sense that if I spent some time with it, I would understand it better?
Nope.
No.
May I see it?
Zill, help!
Zill helps.
Okay, you gonna make an Arcana check?
Yeah.
Can I assist her?
Sure.
+1 for the assist. 17.
17. You've heard tells of this magic item. It is called a Quail's Feather Token.
It's a Quail's Feather Token. What does it do?
What is that?
There are many different kinds in the world, but they do an effect one time. But you don't know.
We don't know which one this token is.
Nope.
It's just a random fucking thingy. Okay, cool. I'm down.
And it's got one use.
You said it was a conjuration spell?
It has conjuration, and it had green energy. Almost kind of druidic. So why don't you go ahead and make an intelligence check, Zill, for me, to see if you remember.
9.
9. Okay. Nope. You don't recall. You don't recall the specifics of the
Maybe
feather.
Conjures something. If it's a conjuration magic, it probably conjures something. And it's a feather, so I'm gonna guess a bird, but who fucking knows, man?
Well, it's called the Quail Feather Token. I think they might all be feathers, Zill.
I mean,
They are all. I will let you know they all do come in the shape of feathers.
hey man,
Shit.
I rolled a 9 on my intelligence, okay?
I
no,
will
it's a quail feather.
I will pocket that for later use.
So the goblins.
At the very least, we can kill all of them.
How many are there? Well, yes, I would like to, but how many are there?
Yes, just roll.
Are they fighting for survival or are they fighting for territory?
They were here before us, but this is holy dragon ground, so we are seeking to take it back from them. They worship. They are working with some man named Bellic. We've heard reference of him, then calling him the outcast. He lives down below, deeper into the citadel. We've heard. Yes, as far as you know, it's a man. They've never seen him. They just know his name. The goblins fear him when they talk about him. But from her understanding, she believes he's the one that grows the fruit, which he gives to the goblins. And he believes, the kobold believes that Bellic is the one creating these branch tree monsters that they've seen recently.
Mm-hmm.
So they believe him to use nature magic. Very well. I've heard everything I need to hear.
Other than their numbers.
I cough under my breath. Magic apples. We were here in the first place because of magic apples. Maybe
I've been paid for a job. I'm gonna finish this job now.
I mean, we were specifically sent for because of the magic apple. We should ask about them as well.
Mm-hmm. Well, you are allowed to talk.
Zill's not feeling herself. Zill's feeling a little groggy. I apologize. I asked the kobold leader, whose name I can't remember, Yggdrasil?
Yggdrasil.
I asked her if she knows anything about magic apples that the goblins have.
About the magic apples?
About the magic apples, if they know anything about magic apples.
She talks about how they've been here for about 2 years, trying to take the dungeon back, or the citadel back, and they and every 6 months, the goblins leave with apples. Occasionally they hear rumors of white apples, but they've never seen white apples. They've only ever seen red apples, which leave with the goblins when the goblins come barging through to leave.
And these apples are powerful, from what we understand. Do you know what is being used to create them? Because you can't get something like that from nothing.
She talks about how they've talked about a tree down below.
And here I didn't bring an axe.
I'm curious about. You mentioned there was a dragon with a key in its mouth. Something? Key mouth dragon?
Yes. Right above her head, there is looks to be a silver.
It's in the picture you put in.
It is in the picture.
Oh, you put it in the picture?
It's in the picture. Yeah. I asked her about the key. What is with this key in the dragon's mouth above your head? It wouldn't happen to go to that giant-ass dragon door we saw earlier, would it?
She doesn't know, but she's like, I'd be willing to offer it as a reward for for saving the dragon and or eliminating our goblins. Because they become the same thing. If she... Yeah.
Interesting.
You never did answer the question. How many goblins are there that you know of?
She talks about, she's like, we don't know their exact numbers, but they seem to have a fair amount of them. I would say probably in the teens, but they also have hobgoblins.
Fuck.
Okay.
A hobgoblin is their leader.
Hobgoblin. Goblins and a hobgoblin, and you said the outcast?
And a mystery man.
Yep. Meepo kind of does like a weird like snarl when she mentions the hobgoblins. He's the foul hobgoblins were the ones that captured Colfrex.
Mm-hmm.
Colcrax.
Okay. Interesting.
Well,
Okay.
I've heard everything I need to hear.
For now, yes. I'm ready to go if you are.
Zill?
Yes. Let's go.
You wish to lead on, Meepo?
Of course. And he starts heading back the direction you guys had come from. Back to the first chamber.
Okay. Meepo, we're going to be exploring a bit on the way, just so you know.
Where would you like... what do you mean exploring?
We will be checking rooms as we go along, and not just walking through the hallway.
Okay. So he just kind of like gives an okay, and like then he's like, okay, well, let's go. He's like, I will tell you what's in every room, because this is their den. This is where they live in this area.
Okay.
So
Just show it. How about you just show us quickly? That would be fine. Think of it as a tour.
He kind of does like a nod and then leads on. As you guys come to the first door, he calls out the password again. And he points to this door and goes, this is one of our garrisons where we our guard posts where some of us do our shifts for keeping watch for the goblins.
Okay. Where are we, by the way? Are we on the far left room on the bottom of the hallway?
The row of 3 heading back to the room with the fire pit.
Correct.
The one that has the fire pit.
Okay.
The first one. Yep.
Okay.
And then, as you go down a little further, he points to the one on the same wall and says, that was just empty. And then he points...
We'll be opening doors, Meepo.
So you guys are wanting to open the door?
Oh, yes.
The first room?
The first room first, yeah.
Okay.
Check for traps.
There's 3...
No, Meepo's opening the door for us.
Oh.
As you guys look in, there's 3 kobolds in there.
Okay.
And sitting around a fire pit.
I'm doing this for multiple reasons, by the way.
And
Okay.
how many were near the older leader?
There were 2 spear guardsmen, Meepo and her, correct?
Yes. Stell had a passive perception of 15, so you did notice that down... Actually, hold on. How far were you guys? 5, 10...
I thought
15,
we were at
20,
the first
25,
or second
30.
of the pillars on the left. Weren't we?
Yeah, basically. How far is all your guys' dark vision?
60 feet.
60
Yeah,
feet?
we all have the same range.
Okay.
6.
So you guys did notice that there was at least 2 more standing down the hallway by a door.
Okay.
Okay. So there's just several kobolds in that room.
Okay.
Okay. He then moves on to the next one, and he shows you. He opens the door and shows you an empty room that he describes as an empty room, and he then goes across the hallway and says, "This one I do not have the key for, but this is where we keep our prisoners."
And who are your prisoners?
I think we captured some goblins from when they raided us, when they took our dragon.
And have you gotten information from them?
They don't talk, but we have ransomed them off for gold.
They are incapable of speech or choose not to?
I'm not the one interrogating them, so I don't know.
We can always come back to them.
I was thinking advanced information might be good, but...
They won't talk to us. We can kill them.
Dion confidently adjusts his gear as he's... without looking, and says, "I have my ways." But if you don't want information, we can continue on.
Zill?
I'm sorry, I'm kind of dozing off over here.
Passing out, okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We're talking to the goblins in the
I'm
jail
asking
cell?
if we want to talk to the goblins in the jail cell.
Dion
has implied that he has ways of getting information out of people.
I see. I mean, I would be willing to ask them any questions about the goblins nearby.
Meepo seems a little nervous about this. He's like, you would need to ask Yggdrasil to unlock it. She's the only one with the key.
I assumed as much.
I don't want to worry about it. Zill's still upset about the conversation from earlier.
That's fine. I'm not particularly worried about it. 12 goblins. As long as we don't deal with them all at once.
Okay, are you guys continuing on? Okay.
Yeah.
You guys are going to go back into the chamber where you met Meepo, and he's going to go up to the door all the way across to the north of the room.
Okay.
And he's going to be... This is the back entrance into the goblin territory.
The one on the east side?
Yes.
Of the room? Okay. Mm-hmm. And what is across...
Oh, that room. That is another guard post.
Okay. And in the corner down there, those two rooms?
One of them is an empty room, and one of them is the dragon's feed. Feed chamber, where we keep the meat.
Out of character, I will also have liked, because none of us did it before, I would like to check out what's on this table as we walk by it.
Okay. On the table there is let me go back to the...
Yeah.
There are containers of green dye, paintbrush, 4 tiny jade figurines of dragons, and yeah.
Did I see Zill pick up the jade figurine from the fire pit before?
I'm gonna say you probably did.
Did? Okay. There's more of these. Or I will simply just point them out to Zill as Meepo's leading and see if she does anything.
Are they on the ground or are they on like an altar?
They're on the table.
If they're on if they seem discarded like the one on the ground, she would take it. If they seem like they're placed there deliberately, she would not mess with it.
Okay.
Okay. You guys are going to continue on?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Unless Stell's doing something.
Just following at the moment.
Okay.
Okay. So he's going to lead you into this room. It's a hallway. It continues for about 20 feet, and then it turns into a narrow 5-foot gap that heads south. That hooks to the right, I guess. He leads down there, and it turns to the left again, or the left. There's another hallway that widens out into 10 feet that goes for about probably about 30, 40 feet long. With
Okay.
a single.
And this is all just to get an idea. This is all stone construction, yeah.
Yes, this was constructed out of bricks and mortar.
Okay.
So it's an actual citadel. So it was like a keep at some point before it sank into the ground.
Very, very sturdy build.
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, so there's the one door at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'll have Meepo stay in front. And I will glance behind us every once in a while to make sure that we're not suddenly flanked by a bunch of
Yeah, that's fair.
kobolds. And I will also stay close enough to Meepo that he can't shut the door on us.
Okay.
I'll actually take... Meepo's leading, yeah? Or
Yeah.
am I... Okay. I'll take up the rear, and whenever we come into this... Because have we made it to the next door yet? Or did we just come through the east side door with the fire pit?
No, we're past that now.
You guys are in the longer hallway down the lower part.
Right. Whenever we came through the door into that little cockeyed Z shape, I would have closed the door behind us and dropped caltrops everywhere.
Okay.
That's fair.
Okay.
So he's going to carefully open the next door, because he kind of explains that this is the furthest he's ever gone. So he knows that there's a path this way. He just doesn't know every inch of it.
So there's goblins beyond this point, Meepo.
Possibly. He doesn't know. But the goblins have come from this way before.
Okay.
There was the goblin's main entrance is back in the hallway with the pillars, he explains. There's another door where the two kobolds that you saw standing down at the end of the hallway, there's two kobolds standing there. They guard the entrance to the main where the goblins usually come from.
Okay.
So I've lost track of where within the map that we are.
Basically the opposite end of the throne room that we were in.
Okay. That's what I thought. I just want to make sure.
The empty room coming off that little hallway is where you guys are entering right now.
Going north up to the one that looks like a north to west?
The one that looks like it has like that semicircle in it. The one right below that.
Looks like a fountain with a dragon statue in it or something.
Yes.
Well, look
I'm
at
lost.
this smart motherfucker. You know the circular room
I
we
see
stopped
it.
in last time? Just
Gotcha.
above it.
Yep.
Okay, I see the fountain.
But
I had to scroll over.
Okay.
We're in the room before that, right?
Yes, you're in the room before the fountain.
I think before we head on, we should set up a...
You seeing any magic?
I would assume I've been told if I've come across magic yet.
Okay.
I mean, because until we go into combat, I've pretty much got this up permanently.
Right. What you want to set up?
I was going to want to discuss a marching order.
What time of day is it? Because I believe this day has been going on for quite a while.
I'm gonna say you're probably getting to afternoonish. You've got a couple more hours before it starts getting to the point where you guys all want to rest.
Okay. And you wanted to do what?
Discuss how we wish to proceed. Who's where? The best formation.
I want to be in the middle.
I can take up the rear because Dion, I don't believe you have any ways to hit from afar right now, do you?
Dion glances at the bow on his back.
Are you any good with it?
I'm better with this. He jiggles his whip.
Then I will maintain my position in the rear. Meepo can stay in front of me. Or
Okay.
Zill. Keep it in front of Zill, actually. Get away from
Oh, Meepo?
Yes.
Meepo's in the lead. If someone's taking a hit first, it's got to be Meepo.
I like it.
Dion has no qualms with using Meepo. And he is our guide after all. So Meepo will be in the lead, and I'll be right behind him.
Okay.
So we come into this room with the fountain.
So you guys are going into the empty room first.
Okay.
Yeah, so we go into an empty, presumably empty room.
Are you guys doing anything? It's a dusty room.
Does anything stand out about it?
Would you like to make a check? Investigate?
Sure. More like a perception check. Just to see at a glance if there's anything, because we're on a mission here, and if nothing is overt. I mean, if someone else has an instinct about this room.
No.
I mean, is there anything that something could be hidden under in this room, or is it just...
That's basically what I'm checking for right now. And I got a mighty 9, so...
Okay. It's a very dusty room.
I mean, is there any, is it just floor?
Yeah.
Dusty floor.
There's actually no floor. We're floating.
Gas. I think we continue on.
Yes.
Are we mage handing the doors henceforth, since this is the furthest we've gone, or that they've gone?
I'm meepoing the doors.
Okay.
Okay.
Zill is still preferring not to kill innocent. That's Giselle.
Dion and Zill have different definitions of innocent.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay. So Meepo will creep across the room quietly as he can. That's you guys all wanting to do stealth. Meepo's trying to.
Yeah, probably.
Sure, I will follow his lead.
Okay. He's creeping very quietly across the room.
16. Yay.
16,
Stealthier
20.
this time.
Dion. Oh, there we go. 20. Okay, wow. You guys all did really well.
Nice.
Okay.
We all... Oh, no, we don't.
Oh, shit. Hold on, actually.
Do you have disadvantage?
Disadvantage because of heavy armor.
Not heavy, but the medium armor have.
Does it give you
Yeah. Oh, plus 30. Oh, God. But it's a natural 20 anyways.
Okay.
So 20 basic.
20 is the...
20. Yeah. 20 is your lowest.
The disadvantage, yeah. That's pretty good.
No. What a place to use your critical, right?
Oh, shit, right. Better than a natural 1. I'll take it.
I mean, it is important to not be spotted.
Yes. Okay. So Meepo will open this next door. Do you guys still have light, or are you guys in the dark?
In the dark. We've killed
yeah, I would have dropped the light since we're sneaking.
Okay.
And we can see in the dark.
Okay. This next room, you notice the fountain.
Pardon me, sorry.
I want to look at the fountain.
Yep. Dust and odd bits of stone debris, rubble lie scattered on the floor. An ornate fountain is built into the eastern wall. Though cracked and stained, the fountain's overarching carving of the diving dragon retains its beauty. A relief-carved stone door standing to the west stands on the western wall. Stell. The door gives off an aura of magic, of abjuration. and the fountain gives off a conjuration.
Oh, don't touch the fountain.
Okay.
I would have said that out loud. I would have said that like in a whisper, but I would have said, "Do not touch the fountain."
Oh,
I still want to investigate it.
Be very, very careful.
So do I.
Okay, go ahead and make perception checks for me.
I want to attempt to open the door very easily with my mage hand just to see if it opens.
The one that's warded?
Yes, with the abjuration magic on it.
Okay.
17 wisdom check. But not wisdom, perception check.
Okay.
16.
And I'm
16?
The fountains.
Yeah.
16.
Oh, sorry, that's a 15.
You only get plus 2?
My modifier was wrong. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
I have very flat stats.
Okay. So when you get to the fountain, you notice that there's a layer of scum that coats the fountain's basin, but it's dry.
Gross.
Dry scum.
Dry scum.
Both of you notice that there is an inscription in Draconic on the basin's front.
I don't read Draconic.
Oh, good. If only we could read this.
Hey, Meepo, you can read
Meepo goes,
yes?
I can read that.
What does it say, Meepo?
He steps up and he reads it. He says, "Let there be fire."
Oh, Christ.
Zill takes a step back instinctually.
The fountain springs to life. A reddish liquid begins to pour. Begins to pour out of the diving dragon's mouth and slowly accumulates in the basin.
Ooh, is it magic liquid?
Does it have a smell?
It does not have a smell, but it gives off a heat. It feels really like the area around it feels really warm.
But
like
not
danger warm?
I wouldn't say danger, but it feels like if you were like had your hands over a fire.
Okay, so it feels like it would be hot to the touch, but it's not hot like around it per se. Okay.
Yes.
Warm liquid.
It just like it has this like it smells like fire, kind of like that smell you can kind of get, like the charcoal and brimstone. It smells like fire.
Is it glowing?
It has a reddish kind of like it's almost like a luminescent glow.
Ooh. I want some of the glowing water. Can I do an Arcana check to see what's going on with this magic glowing water?
Yeah, if you want to.
Natural 20! Rolling well on my Arcana today.
You are.
Nice.
You examine it and you recognize this.
I recognize this guy.
It's got the same shimmery pattern that a potion of fire breath has.
I relay this information. I say, I know what this is. This appears to be a potion of fire breath without a container. I can't brain today, I'm sorry. What is this in my inventory? Did I bring anything that I can collect?
I'm also checking my inventory.
Has anyone taken any potions?
Not yet. Oh, I did take no, I haven't taken my potion yet, have I? I used magic for my heals. Oh, no, I did take a potion before. I also, it turns out, apparently have empty glass bottles.
Oh, perfect.
I have a glass bottle. I'm gonna fill it with one of the. How much liquid is there? Could I get? I have 2 glass bottles.
Wait, a bottle, not a vial?
It says glass bottle.
A bottle, like 3 to 6 uses of a vial?
Yes, but you can collect as much as you can. It appears to be
1.5 pint.
Yeah, the amount that you collect seems to be 1 potion's worth of it, and then the fountain runs dry.
Okay.
Okay.
Who wants a potion of fire breathing, guys? I'm just gonna use the empty potion bottle I used earlier because I remember using a potion earlier.
Well, that would be best for those of us who are up close. So either
Yes.
Stella himself. Stella, I feel like that might be more your style.
Stella, would you like to breathe fire for a short amount of time?
As long as it doesn't burn my beard, yes.
I hand the potion off. I'm so glad I rolled a natural 20, guys!
Okay. And then with your guys' perception check, you also see the door across the room. It shows a skeletal dragon, and there's draconic script inscribed on the door as well.
And what do I read when I'm staring at it?
Are you standing right in front of it reading it?
I'm staring at it at a distance.
Okay.
He's got magic, guys.
It says rebuke
Okay.
the dead, open the way.
I will relay that and step away because I don't know what the fuck that means.
I want to investigate the door.
Okay.
What the fuck is this?
Wow, that's at least your third critical tonight.
That's my third natural 20 of the night, 2 in a row.
For Arcana?
Yeah. Well, I was gonna just like investigate, but Arcana works too.
Oh, you're investigating?
Well, I mean, it's a magical door.
Okay.
I was investigating the magical door, knowing that it was a magical door, so take it as you will, DM.
The door is enchanted with some kind of magic. It's not the arcane lock like the other door. You can't seem to find anything specific to say how to open the door, but the door is locked.
The way is shut.
But as you step up to the door, the air right within 5 feet of the door feels cold.
Ooh.
The door itself feels cold.
This wouldn't happen to be like necromancy magic, would it? I asked. So it was. What kind of magic was it?
It was abjuration.
Abjuration, and abjuration is
The changing of reality. Step away, Zill. I'm gonna do something very stupid.
Oh.
Are you going to rebuke
Zill
the
steps
dead?
away.
I'm going to put my hand on the door.
Okay.
Do I die instantly?
No. The door's just. What are you doing?
I'm just putting my hand on it to see if it explodes.
Nope, nothing. It's just cold.
Okay. Ooh. I got all nervous for nothing.
A weird feeling.
I'm going to walk up as well and put my gauntlet against the door. And say, creatures of the night flee from the light of Palor. And focus and see if I can, almost as a prayer, but more of essentially as an invocation of Palor.
Okay, so you're just saying a prayer?
Yes.
Okay. You're not using any abilities or anything?
I don't have Turn Undead, and I don't have, correct. No ability.
You don't have any sort of channel divinity yet?
No, that's next level. You got...
Oh, damn.
Yeah, paladins don't get it till 3.
I don't know if my character ever gets any sort of turn on.
I could do something, but I don't know what I would do. Actually, let me do... I guess I could Divine Sense real quick.
Okay.
I have some of those left.
Okay. The door is a strange sense. It gives you kind of like an undead feel, but not at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I can't spare the dying on the door. No.
Like you feel like if you cast some kind of rebuke spell on it, it would react, but almost as if that's the lock. Maybe.
What kind of spell?
Any of us have any rebuke?
Rebuke? I mean, that's more of a clerical type spell.
Perhaps I'll pray on it.
Similar, but not quite my area of expertise. I mean, I could try striking it.
I feel like this door is beyond our.
Step away. I'm gonna try one more thing, and then we can come back after we've cleared this place out.
Okay.
I'll step away.
I step away.
You said nothing happened with any of my things, right?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm gonna put my hand on the door and cast Eldritch Blast into it.
Okay.
You get a thump points.
There's a grinding sound as a scythe blade swings down from the ceiling.
I knew it. I fucking knew it.
Oh shit.
Do I get to dodge or anything, or does it have to roll to hit? How's this happening?
It's probably a dex save.
Does a 16 hit?
No.
Okay. So you manage to dodge the scythe blade. And now you guys see it. There is a small slit in the ceiling right above the door.
Why didn't you look at the ceiling this time, Dion?
I told you to keep your eyes up.
Have I done that yet?
Apparently not.
Exactly.
Hmm.
So this needs a specific type of spell
Good reflexes,
usage.
though.
I
Maybe we
don't.
should come back to this.
Yeah.
I have one thing I could try, but it will tap me of magic.
Let's wait.
As you, but also, I forgot to. Does your detect magic sense things through walls?
No. Solid cover
one-
stops detect magic.
1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal,
And a
3 feet
Shin
of
feet.
wood or dirt.
I was thinking
and a-
divine sense. My bad.
Okay.
Yeah, I
A
can.
thin sheet
I
of
can
lead.
sense straight through a foot of stone.
Okay. And that wall is not a foot thick. But so on the other side, at the far end of your senses, as you step up to the door, you sense more magic. Let me see. You sense a evocation, a faint evocation. Near it, you sense more abjuration, and you sense a little bit of necromancy on a small object inside the room.
So an explosion and evil death magic. I don't know this because I'm not the one sensing.
All of these sources seem to be on the same plane and separate from each other.
Separate, okay. Okay.
Like same surface or same plane of existence?
The same surface. They
Okay.
feel like they're sitting on like some kind of table or something.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
That's
put
what I
both
thought you
hands
meant.
On the door and cast Hellish Rebuke.
Oh.
Hellish Rebuke. Oh,
It has the word rebuke in it, even.
can I also? I need you to roll damage for that Eldritch Blast if you actually are roll an attack for that Eldritch Blast too.
I mean, he was touching it, so it's not
Yeah,
like he's.
I placed my hand like on the door to cast.
I know, but you still need a cast.
I don't wanna. There, it's a 10.
Okay. Okay. Roll damage.
2.
2 damage. Okay. Okay.
Well,
And you're casting Hellish Rebuke.
Yeah, onto the door.
Okay. Let me go look up Hellish Rebuke.
a
I'm
dex
waiting.
save.
I want the scythe.
Technically.
I want the scythe to come down and hit me, and then I want to use it on the door.
Okay.
That's the plan. That's why I'm terrified.
Okay.
That's the only reason I didn't use it the first time
I
around. I
assume
had to
you
see
don't
if
tell us this plan in character.
No.
Okay.
I wanted to see if it'd react to magic, and it did, and I
And
saw a
Dion-
way to get hurt.
Dion's like,
I wouldn't be touching that if I were you.
Yes, we should move on until we have a way of getting in there without becoming decapitated or bisected.
Okay. So you're casting Hellish Rebuke?
Into the door, yes, if I can.
Okay. A creature that damaged you.
I'm waiting. If I just like try to touch the door and cast, does the scythe not come down? No, I have to hit the door. Shit.
Try and push the door.
I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast into it again. Wait, would I know whether or not I can focus my rebuke into the door if I've compressed myself against it, waiting for damage? Like if I'm waiting for it, I'm expecting it. Can I focus the reactionary casting into something else?
Make an Arcana check for me.
Gotcha.
To see if you have the know-how to do this.
20.
Sure, why not?
Okay, so I'll put both hands and I'll cast Eldritch Blast again.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Proc the scythe. God damn it, this is gonna hurt.
Can he intentionally fail to save since he wants to take damage?
That's the whole plan. I just plan to sit there and take it.
Okay.
Can he intentionally fail it, though?
That hits. Roll damage.
Okay.
Oh, that's a 1d20, apologies. 4 points of damage.
4 points. Okay. Okay. The scythe.
Wait a minute. Oh, yeah.
The scythe will swing down. And you said you want to fail it.
I'm gonna take it.
Jeez.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, we'll say it hits you.
So what do you?
And then you're gonna cast Hellish Rebuke on the door.
Into the door, and my armor of Agathis is gonna go off at the same time.
Okay.
Freeze the scythe blade and burn the door.
Okay.
How much damage did I just take?
I gotta figure that out.
I forgot you had temporary health. Did you cast that at first level?
Yeah, I don't have second level slots yet.
Alright, we're only level 2.
You take 3 points of slashing damage.
The scythe is hit for
Sweet.
5 damage. The door takes 4 damage plus the 2d10 Hellish Rebuke damage.
Okay. Roll the 2d10.
13 points of damage.
13 points of damage. So that's total of
19.
19. The door begins to crack.
I suppose that's one way to do it. Did the scythe freeze in place?
No.
I know, I was being hopeful.
The door didn't open?
Nope.
Oh my god!
But you damaged it.
That is... You know what? It is a rebuke spell. I will give it to you.
You're good. I was just gonna spend the next however long beating the shit out of it at that point.
Yeah. No, the door does say
but...
the door does say that if you cast rebuke,
We said rebuke on it.
yeah, yep. I think the intent was for it to you cast
Turn undead.
Turn undead.
Yeah, it's kind of what it sounded like, but I mean,
But yeah, no rebuke. Yeah, I'll give it to you. The door glows blue, a ghostly blue, and swings open.
I will turn around and look at them. Don't ever do what I just did.
Don't worry, I wasn't planning on it.
You're a fool.
Okay.
Agreed, but it worked, and
But it was functional, so.
So
I'm gonna walk into the room.
there is 5 sarcophagi
Oh god!
and an altar at the end of the room, with a candle burning on it that is radiating the evocation magic.
And what are the sarcophagi radiating?
Right now, nothing.
Any magic in here?
Let me read the description of this room.
Whatever he's about to read, I will relay.
Okay.
5 dusty sarcophagi, 3 on the north and 2 on the south, stand on end in this silent chamber. Each of the carved stone coffins resembles a noble, elf-like humanoid in ceremonial robes. An altar with images of dragons carved into it, its black obsidian, is set in the center of the west wall. A single candle burns brightly on the altar. Next to the candle are a small whistle made of crystal and a flask.
And
totally eyes that flask.
You said that I detected magic through the wall. What am I getting from this room other than the evocation magic?
The evocation is the candle. The abjuration is the flask, and the whistle is giving off a kind of like necromancy.
Okay. I will relay that information.
Fancy.
Interesting.
Meepo, get out of the room. Stand
the
in the next
potion-
room and wait for us. There's a very high chance these things are about to open.
But don't go too far.
Just get in the next room and wait. You want to do this one at a time, Dion?
Yes.
Zill, where do you want to be before we start cracking tombs?
In the doorway.
I would be careful. That scythe is still there, and if that door decides to close on you,
Good point.
You can stand on the first square inside the room and avoid the door.
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
Given my training, would I know much about traps of this kind of a nature? Of opening containers?
Probably.
Okay.
you want to go one at a time, Dion?
I do. Also, we should hold our breath when it opens, just in case.
Let's take the
And
two on the left side of
keep
the
your
room.
wits about you.
Let's
You
take the
said
two
there
on.
was
Can you
evocation magic
detect
coming from the
undead
candle?
by chance?
Mm-hmm.
I can, but not through solid objects.
Gotcha.
Which means that I won't know until these are open.
Let's
And
start on the left side of the room.
I only have a few seconds of it anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll go around
starting from
clockwise
the
fashion.
left.
Yeah.
So that one that's standing kind of by itself close to the door?
Yeah.
And I'll just warn him to hold his breath on the moment of opening. Or breathe. Yeah.
Will you give me a hand real fast, Dion?
Yeah, I'll be assisting you with opening these.
All right. Can I check it for traps first?
Make an investigation. You can do it
want
with
us to do-
advantage.
Yeah, we'll both be looking. So
Investigation.
warn him about all the standard trap things.
What?
Spring
That's not how that
blades,
works. Wait, how do you
Um,
do the keep the higher one thing?
pressurized acid.
KH1.
Except you do it before the modifier, so it'd be 2d20 KH1.
Roll 2d20
No space. KH1.
KH1 plus 4.
H1 plus 4.
23. Okay. You guys notice there are sigils carved on the edge of the tomb, but you don't know what they are.
These aren't producing magic.
At the moment, no.
Well, that's what I was saying to him, as he said they aren't producing magic.
I get the suspicion that once we open, they'll activate.
I would think we would be able to sense that you would be able to sense it with your detection going. I'm worried about the candle, most of all.
If you want to snuff it out, go ahead, though. I have, again, a suspicion they will all open. Zill, you go ahead.
I would like to look at the candle without touching anything on the altar. So, point of order, as Zill is very keen on religion, obviously. She understands that altars are sacred. Mm-hmm. That's why she wasn't taking any of the little statues that were perfectly placed. She only took the one that's guarded.
Okay.
So I want to do Arcana. No, not 202.
Has she expressed disapproval of grave robbing?
Not yet.
That's essentially what we're about to do.
So 20?
Well, yeah. 20 on checking out the items on the altar.
Okay.
Not touching anything, just looking.
Just looking? And was that Arcana or Investigate?
Arcana.
Arcana? Yeah. You notice on the... Okay, so what you see...
Mm-hmm.
The candle, from your Arcana check there, you believe that it's just a continual flame spell cast on it.
Oh, okay. I tell that to the group.
So it just burns forever. The flask is some kind of potion.
Okay.
It's of a red nature, so it's you think it's probably something to do with fire.
Okay.
Just from the look of it. And the whistle, which is made out of pure glass, it's carved in the shape of a coiled dragon. And it has some Dwarvish written on it.
I don't read Dwarvish. Can someone come tell me what this says?
Yes, I will be right there.
Don't touch it.
Can you read every language?
Thus far, I've had no issues, though I've only tried it on the one inscription on the wall. So...
But you didn't learn the languages.
No, I believe it's something to do with these powers that have begun manifesting. I'll give it a shot, though. Let's see if I can read it. I will look at it with my eyeballs.
Okay. It says, you look down at the words, and it says Nightcaller.
Nightcaller.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean anything to Zill?
This whistle brings us Batman.
Na 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 na
I was trying to avoid a Nightcrawler joke.
No, but I have no idea what it is. I wouldn't touch it yet, just in case. It's radiating necromantic energy.
I know said the potion was abjuration, yes?
It was abjuration, yes.
Did Zill say anything about fire?
I would have mentioned that to him, yeah.
I wonder if it protects against fire.
If I pull out my potion of fire breathing and hold it next to it kind of at a distance, do they look similar?
Similar, but definitely not the same.
Okay, so it's not the same thing. That's all I wanted to know.
But both fire-based, probably.
Actually, what school would the fire breathing potion be?
Evocation.
Evo.
Oh, it was evocation. Okay, that's what I thought. Or that transmutation.
So does the Nightcaller mean anything to Zill? With that 20 Arcana check that she rolled and is very proud of?
Transmutation. Transmutation is under abjuration, I believe.
Oh.
But yeah. What was that?
Still looking for info on the whistle with that 20 I rolled.
Oh, you just rolled a 20.
I mean, I rolled that 20.
Oh,
modified 20.
Now that you know the name.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? That was the Arcana check. I'll let you have it because this is a magic item.
Make her roll a history check. Just do it. Be mean.
Okay.
The reason I don't want to roll again is because I'm laying in bed.
I don't want to have to reach my keyboard.
No, it's on the other side of the room, guys. Sorry, go ahead, DM.
Well, if you need us to roll for you.
Oh, no, yeah, you passed the check to discover what it is.
Oh, you were checking it. Okay.
Yay!
Yeah, no, your intelligence arcana is enough.
Sweet.
The character, you recall lore that says the Duragar made several such whistles for various groups in past ages. From what you remember, you know if you blow the whistle in darkness or under the night sky, it allows you to cast Animate Dead spell.
Oh, shit.
The target can be affected through up to 10 feet of soft earth or similar material, and if it is, it takes 1 minute to crawl its way to the surface to serve you. Once the whistle has animated an undead creature, it can't do so again for 7 days, until 7 days have passed. Once every 24 hours, you can blow the whistle to reassert control over the one or two creatures you animated with it.
Jesus
do you share this information?
fucking Christ, I definitely do.
That should be destroyed.
No, that should not be destroyed.
This is a ring or a whistle that raises dead.
That is incredibly useful.
Do I get a sense of whether this is good or evil?
Paylor's very against undead, yes?
Yes, Paylor's very against undead.
Yeah.
Evil ring. Evil whistle. I keep wanting it to be a ring for some reason. Evil whistle. I agree this item should destroy.
At the very least, kept out.
Magic without purpose is only magic. Magic with evil intent is evil.
Okay,
Normally,
you're okay with
you.
necromancy evil magic, but you're not okay with baby dragon.
I told you I would not harm the dragon as of yet. I have left any discussions of the dragon until we see it and can figure out what we need.
Okay.
There are some magics that are just inherently evil.
I agree. This ring is evil, and we should ring. Ring.
Whistle.
It's not a ring. Whistle.
Zill, you told me to broaden my horizon and to learn my own magical prowess. I feel this would help me in a very large manner. If it does not, I will destroy it myself or find a way to, I will find somebody to destroy it.
Well, either way, I don't believe we should leave it here.
Agreed. I'll carry it once we get out of here.
But still, I am hesitant to touch anything of this altar until we've made sure that nothing in the sarcophaguses are able to harm us.
Back to the original plan then, Dion. Should we open them?
I don't know. I am reticent. At first, it was my instinct, but there's danger involved, and I realized with grave robbing. I don't know.
If you do not want to be a part of this, I suggest you walk out of the room.
But then again, who's using it?
We can't just leave this ring here.
No.
Dion.
The whistle will not be left here. It will be taken so that we can destroy it.
Why can't I call it a whistle?
The heart of Mount Doom.
Why can't I call it a whistle? Why does my brain think it's a ring?
I'm going to walk over, grab, and blow the whistle.
Oh my god.
Well, it's not dark in this room, so it won't actually do anything.
I know, but I'm still doing it.
Okay.
Actually, I probably wouldn't have gone that specific. I would have just said it's a ring that raised dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But I wouldn't mind that potion.
Okay, so are you picking it up still?
I picked it up, and I'm going to blow the whistle.
Okay. As your hand touches the whistle...
Yes.
You die.
There's a shifting sound. And all five of the sarcophaguses fall open.
Oh yes, this is exactly what I was
thinking.
And necromantic energy radiates the room from your detect magic as 5 skeletons emerge from the sarcophagi.
Zell has the most "I told you so" look on her face, but she doesn't.
I will immediately rush the one closest to Zill to keep her squishy ass safe.
Yay! Can I make a request?
Shifting in the process.
Request?
Can I make out of character request? I'm about to fall asleep.
That's why I forced this.
Well,
I figured I could force this. We can fight and rest.
Fighting means I have to get up and bed.
I can roll for you if you want. Just know your modifiers.
I don't know my modifiers. I would have to get up and look at my computer anyway.
Do we want to continue this spot next time?
I think that I will be a substantially more effective party member if I'm not. This isn't just regular sleep. This is my medicine is kicking in, and I've been fighting it for the last hour.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not, I can't remember the difference between a ring and a whistle right now.
Yeah. Not that big. Good.
Can I request we continue this next week, please? I'm
yeah.
sorry. I know you really wanted the combat, and I realize that we've done a ton of talking and no combat.
Hey,
I'm sorry.
That's totally cool.
I really I'm tired, guys, and I have to work a 10-hour shift tomorrow.
Hey, me too. Yeah.
So
I have to work it a lot earlier than I do.
Yeah. So no, we're cool. We'll just stop here, and then we will continue next time.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
That sounds fun.
I'm down.
I'm down.
I cast bless on all three of us.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I'm marking off my
if I can do that before fight.
Well, you have to do that on your turn because you didn't do it before he touched the ring or the whistle.
You're doing it too.
She got me on that.
It's actually an earring.
I like it.
It's a belly button ring.
It's a nose ring. It's a septum piercing.
Nipple piercing.
Okay. So this is where we will stop, and we will continue next time.
Sounds good. Nice tense moment to end on.
Yes.
Yay! Cliffhanger. Dun 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 dun.
Survive. Will they?